When I think about America, I think it's a real land of opportunity. We celebrate your ability to go from rags to riches. It's a place that celebrates people who seize opportunity, and nobody seized opportunity more than Barry Seal.
In a world of polished blockbusters and flawless lighting, one film dared to make it messy. Handheld cameras rule locations, sunlight through dirty motel windows. No dolly tracks, no green screens, just chaos, and Tom Cruise in a twin-engine plane. This isn't just a story about drugs and the CIA. This is a masterclass in rule-breaking filmmaking. This is American Made. And if you're a filmmaker shooting with a mirrorless camera, one light, and a whole lot of caffeine, this movie just might change how you see everything. Now, American Made isn't just another Tom Cruise action flick. It's handheld, it's chaotic, it's rough around the edges. Honestly, it feels more like someone found lost CIA tapes than a Hollywood film. And the secret behind that vibe? They shot it like a guerrilla documentary, using natural light, small cameras, and what looks like a complete disregard for conventional production rules. It's filmmaking that says, we're not waiting for the grip truck, we're rolling. And I love that. This is the kind of movie that makes indie filmmakers sit up and go, wait, I can actually make something that looks like this. And you can. Welcome to Cinelessons, where I break down films not just as a fan, but as a filmmaker. In this series, we're going to dig into what makes certain movies work, from how they're shot, to the creative choices that made them stand out, and the lessons we can learn from. So, for episode 1, we're looking at American Made, directed by Doug Liman, starring Tom Cruise, and shot like your filmmaker mate who said, screw the tripod, just hold it steady. Here's the quick setup. Barry Seal is a commercial pilot who gets pulled into working for the CIA, and eventually ends up flying missions for drug cartels, arms dealers, and basically anyone with cash and a runway. It's based on a true story. Yes, that kind of, wait, this actually happened? True story. And that real world grittiness isn't just in the script. It's baked right into how the movie actually looks. From the moment the movie starts, it feels like the camera shouldn't be there. It's voyeuristic, unpolished, unstable. It's not slick, it's sweaty. And that's by design. The cinematographer, César Charlone, the same guy behind City of God, decided that instead of lighting everything to perfection, he just used what was already there. Natural light, window light, golden hour haze. Sometimes even the kind of harsh overhead fluorescence that make actors question their life choices. There's no massive lighting grid, no expensive gear casting, a soft cinematic low. Just reactive shooting with whatever nature or the motel hallway gives you. You see, this approach means scenes don't feel staged, they feel caught. Like the camera stumbled into the moment and just decided to roll with it. And that's what makes this style so exciting. It's not about chasing the perfect image, it's about capturing authenticity. Fast, cheap, and beautifully flawed. Now let's talk about gear. They used a mix of gear. They used a mix of the Canon C300 Mark II, the ARRI Alexa Mini, and the Sony a7S II. None of these are Red V Raptors or 80K rigs. These are cameras indie filmmakers actually use, or at least can use, granted the Alexa Mini. You'd need a little budget for that. But the C300 Mark II and the a7S II, you can buy it now from Marketplace. Very cheap. The a7S II, that's practically a YouTube classic. It was the king of low light before the Mark III was announced. And that's the point. This wasn't about flexing gear. It was about agility. These cameras let the crew move quickly, adapt to light, and still put cinematic images without burning daylight waiting for setups. The lesson? It's not about the camera. It's about what you do with it. Now, Doug Liman didn't just direct the film. He literally held the camera for some of it.
How low to the ground you want me? 50 feet.
Hollywood director behind the lens? Yep. Not just to look cool, but to keep the crew small, setups fast, and the shots personal. That's a guy who understands storytelling is sometimes better without 20 people yelling, rolling. This approach gave the film a certain grit, like someone just grabbed the camera and tried to survive the scene. Which, let's be honest, is also the vibe of most student films, except this one had Tom Cruise flying airplanes. Now forget green screen jungles, American Made was filmed across Georgia, Louisiana, South Carolina, Colombia, and Mexico. They shot in real houses, real towns, real runways. And you can feel it. It's humid, it's dusty, it's tangible. The buildings aren't fake. The furniture isn't set dressed IKEA, it's lived in. And that adds texture, which is something money can't fake and most DPs can't light into existence. Now, quick reminder, Tom Cruise is Tom Cruise. Not only does he do his own stunts, in MkII, he flew most of the planes himself. That's not VFX. That's not a body double. That's Cruise in a cockpit mid-spin with a camera rigged to the dash or Liman holding it. Why fake realism when you can just go do the real thing? It adds authenticity and it probably adds to the production insurance cost, but still worth it. Now let's break down a few key scenes and pull out the technical gold. Now Barry's VHS tapes. Barry records his confessions on a grainy VHS in a dingy motel. It's handheld, soft focus, terrible lighting, and it's brilliant because it doesn't feel like a performance. It feels like evidence. The lesson is lean into your limitations. Bad quality can be the perfect aesthetic. The jungle money drop. Barry lands in a rough clearing. The camera stumbles. It struggles to focus. It's like the camera is panicking too. And the lesson is imperfection builds tension. Let the camera react, not just record. The dinner table DEA scene. Barry's at home. Dinner seems normal until he realizes he's being watched. Lit with practical bulbs and windows. No movie lights. But the tension is palpable. The lesson. Atmosphere isn't built with lights. It's built with decisions. Now, MkII doesn't chase perfection. It chases truth. It chases momentum. It chases what's real. And in doing that, it becomes one of the best filmmaking blueprints for anyone working with limited gear. This film is messy, immediate, and alive. And it's a reminder that if you've got a camera, some daylight, and a story to tell, you've already got enough to start. Don't wait for the perfect setup. Don't wait for the perfect gear. Just shoot. Shoot with purpose. Guys, I'm Adrian, and this was an episode 1 of Cinelessons, this series where I'm going to break down films that inspire me to create and not just consume. Now, if this episode gave you ideas, inspired you, or you enjoyed it, drop a like. It's free, and it tells YouTube I'm not just yelling into the void. And also, let me know in the comments, what films should I dissect next? Until then, keep your setup simple, your light natural, and your filmmaking fearless. I'll catch you guys on the next one. As always, stay safe and be well.